China's latest mega-project has set off alarm bells in India. The source of the tension? The Yarlung Tsangpo River. Known as the Brahmaputra in India, this mighty river flows through both countries. It is a lifeline for millions. China now plans to build a massive dam on the river near the Indian border. This has sparked a major geopolitical dispute. The proposed dam is a technological marvel. It would be the world's largest hydropower project. The dam is projected to generate a staggering 60 gigawatts of electricity. China aims to start construction in 2025. It hopes to complete the project by 2030. The dam's location, however, is highly sensitive. It sits in Tibet, close to the disputed border between China and India. The dam's construction has far-reaching implications. For India, it raises serious concerns about water security. The Brahmaputra is a vital source of water for India's northeastern states. Millions depend on the river for irrigation and drinking water. A dam upstream could significantly alter the river's flow. This could have devastating consequences for India. The dam also has major geopolitical implications. It could shift the balance of power in the region. China's control over the Brahmaputra's water flow could give it significant leverage over India. This is particularly worrisome given the already strained relations between the two countries. The disputed border adds another layer of complexity. The dam could further escalate tensions. It could even lead to conflict. India is acutely aware of the potential threat to its water security. The Brahmaputra is not just a river, it is a lifeline. Its waters sustain agriculture, industry, and life itself in India's northeast. Any disruption to its flow would be catastrophic. India has already experienced the impact of Chinese dams on other transboundary rivers. The flow of the Mekong River, for instance, has been affected by Chinese dams upstream. This has had adverse effects on downstream countries, including India. India is left with a difficult dilemma. How does it respond to this challenge? Diplomacy is the first option. India could engage with China directly to address its concerns. It could seek assurances regarding the dam's impact on water flow. International mediation could also be explored. India could involve third parties to facilitate dialogue and find a mutually acceptable solution. However, diplomacy alone may not be sufficient. India might need to consider counter-dam projects. By building dams on the Brahmaputra within its own territory, India could potentially offset any adverse impact of the Chinese dam. This could also strengthen India's negotiating position. Of course, this approach carries its own risks. It could further escalate tensions with China and trigger a dam-building race in the region. India could also seek to strengthen strategic partnerships. Countries like Japan, the United States, and Australia share India's concerns about China's growing assertiveness. These countries are also wary of China's use of infrastructure projects for strategic gain. India could leverage these shared interests to build a coalition to counter China's influence. Joint infrastructure projects, for instance, could provide an alternative to Chinese investment. The dam's impact, however, extends far beyond geopolitics. It raises serious concerns about the environment and human rights. The dam's construction will inevitably lead to large-scale environmental damage. The fragile ecosystem of the Tibetan Plateau is particularly vulnerable. The dam will submerge vast tracts of land, displacing wildlife and disrupting migratory patterns. The dam will also have a profound impact on local communities. Thousands of people, mostly Tibetan nomads, will be displaced from their ancestral lands. Their traditional way of life, intricately linked to the river and the land, will be irrevocably altered. The dam's construction could also lead to the destruction of cultural and religious sites. These concerns have been raised by human rights groups and international organizations. They have called for a thorough assessment of the dam's social and environmental impact. The international community is watching closely. China's track record on dam projects is a cause for concern. The Three Gorges Dam, China's current largest hydropower project, has been plagued by environmental and social problems. From landslides and erosion to displacement and social unrest, the dam's legacy is a cautionary tale. The international community has urged China to learn from past mistakes. It has called for transparency and accountability in the planning and execution of the new dam project. The proposed dam on the Yarlung Tsangpo River is more than just an infrastructure project. It is a symbol of China's growing ambition and assertiveness on the world stage. It is a test of India's resolve to protect its interests. And it is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of water, energy, and geopolitics in the 21st century. The dam's construction will have profound implications for the region and beyond. It could reshape the political landscape. It could exacerbate existing tensions, and it could set a dangerous precedent for other transboundary rivers. The world is at a crossroads. The choices made today will determine the future of shared resources. They will shape the destiny of millions. The stakes could not be higher.